gonna fucking kill ya! Got your taser, mate!
My spears.
Gun and badge! Gun and badge! Gun and badge! You're all suspended! This is not a gun! This is a book of carpet samples!
I'm picking out a rug.
Ow! Tasers! Everybody needs good tasers! Because good tasers will make you
Dead.
What are you doing in here? You haven't given me your gunhead badge!
Thirsty.
Where's your partner?
Put me in this locker. He seemed busy.
You mean he's out there alone?
He's got my wallet.
Accursely! Thanking coppers! Without your badge, you're nothing!
I've still got my badge.
You're an asshole!
Where's your taser? It's just my job.
I was a surgeon, a healer. They called me Sawbones. They always came to me wounded, broken and bleeding, pleading with the heavens to take away the pain. In they came wrapped in bloody bandages, reeking of black powder. I began to forget the names, they were so many, but the faces stayed with me. Too much have I seen, too much for one man, but that was many years ago now.
You will die here. Try not to make too much of a mess when you do.
And so for my service to my king, this was my reward. Imprisonment in hell, awaiting a cold death in the dark.
Thou should not be here. Thou hast to leave. Thou will destroy us all. Thou hast to leave. Thou hast to leave.
Others were left to wander in dark silence forever.
Shoes. Fly.
I should not be here, trapped like a common dog with this creature.
No, you should not. You will die here. That is, unless I tell you how to leave. First, you must answer a question. Who am I?
Never before have I seen this dark soul, and yet there is something about him.
You do not know who I am, do you? You cannot grasp what the darkest recesses of your mind have conceived. You do not want to leave. You can never again return to the life you once had. Your mind will not allow it. The strain too great. And so you created this place. Try not to make too much of a mess.
I was sitting in a little Italian place on a corner of Grand, drinking coffee and waiting for Joe. The office walls held no answers, so I had set up another meeting. Joe was late. His absence was a bad sign, a billboard for trouble. I could tell the waiter was waiting for me to leave so he could close up. Except this time, I was the waiter. And if this guy didn't finish up, I'd be waiting an hour for the next uptown bus. Days like this, it seemed I spent my whole life waiting. What was I waiting for? Joe? Scanning the faces, trolling for clues. It was time to put things in motion. I'd have to track Joe down, whoever that was. Events had brought me this far. I couldn't be sure of a destination. But my life followed a familiar route, and well, this was my stop. Who was I, anyway? Just some useless dame. What did I know about Joe? I knew he could get me out of this jam, like he had before. I sure could use some answers about now. One thing I did know, I didn't want to be responsible for this case anymore. I didn't want it, but I knew Joe could handle something like this. I'd do my job, keep it safe, and after that, it was up to Joe. I only hoped he got the message, because rumours were often distorted. Credible contacts abroad had put me in touch with him, but I was beginning to doubt my place in the whole thing. And without Joe, I was like a clock without hands. I couldn't afford to get frozen out of the deal. Ventures like this were not undertaken lightly. Had I picked the right man for the job? Time would tell, as it always had before. My heaters bulged on my hips, a reminder that my employer took the whole Joe business seriously. I had to move Joe out of the picture, if you know what I mean. The cold gats on my belt might be my only way out. After all, there was no sharper blade than a man's own turned against him. Maybe I was in the wrong profession, but it was much too late to start anything else now. It was starting to seem like all the important players were in and out of here before I could figure out what was what. Who was who? Who the hell was Joe? It was getting so I couldn't stand it in there. Any of them could be him. They all looked like Joe to me. Was ticking like a lit fuse, and it was only a matter of time before it was all burned up. I was already late. A billboard for trouble. Would Joe still be there? Who was I to stand him up? Who was I? This whole mess was closing in on me, but I clung to the hope that this meeting would tie up all the loose ends. I couldn't face him like this. My own mind had turned against me. One made paper thin, like a banknote in the wash. I was folding like a cheap suit, and Joe was waiting. I was sitting in a little Italian place on a corner of Grand. I was early, but this time it was okay. Joe was already here.
Hello? Hello?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the race. It's the race of the century. Here's our starters. We've got government, hot favourite today. We've got corporation who reckon they can cut a few corners and win this one. And we've got the old stage of religion. Bob, what do you reckon?
Corporation for my money, Bill. I would pick corporation.
There's Miss Public Opinion. That's what they're racing for. They're in the starters' hands. Hello, ready? Oh, away they go, corporation. Actually jumped the start, my God. Government went backwards, got away well. Religion, all very slow to start. Well, here they come in the early part of the race, and government's right out in front. I'll tell you what, they are tax experts, the government. No doubt about that, corporate. Oh, what's government up to here? Oh, look! Here come the tax. What a dirty trick, Bob.
Oh, that is a filthy trick
there,
Bill.
What's happened to corporation? My God, they've gone down. What can religion do? Oh, lovely parting of the seas. Look at that from religion. Oh, my God, I'm worried about corporation. What can they do? Oh, have a look at that. Well, after parting the Red Sea, religion's right out in front. We've reached a beautiful part of the course here, the flower field. Look at religion, just took it beautifully. Now comes government. Oh, cutting a bit of an odd corner.
Oh,
there.
Bill, that was close.
Absolutely, Bob. Look at corporation. That's disgraceful. Well, we've got to a very important part of the race here, Bob, and government's leading comfortably. In fact, they're having a good think about this. They may actually have time to really come up with some...
Oh, watch out, Bill. Here comes some red tape.
You got it. And it looks like they can only go right. Oh, isn't that interesting with government? I'll tell you what, this is interesting now, folks. What's corporation going to do? They've paused. They're looking. Can they find a loophole? Yes, they can find a loophole. Magnificent stuff from corporation, who take the lead. Religion's a long way back. Oh, they're going to have to come up with something here, Bob.
They'll need a miracle, Bill.
Well, let's have a... Oh, he's going for the miracle button. He's gone for it. Jet power straight through. Magnificent stuff from religion, and government trails the field. We're well over halfway now, and I'll tell you what, religion's got out to a pretty comfortable lead here, but oh, here's a very interesting moral dilemma, Bob.
Oh, it certainly is, Bill.
High road or low road? Oh, look what religion's done. Brilliant little bit of work there, and off he goes on the low road. And now government comes along. Don't forget, these signs have been swapped. He can't go left. He literally can't go left. Oh, big decision for government. I'll tell you what, I've got a feeling they might just... Oh, look at him. He's put on the disguise and away he goes. Brilliant stuff from government. Corporation won't even think about it. Bang! Straight down the low road. Religion's done everything right here. Oh, no, there's 2 cows on the road. I can't believe it. This is going to be a real tickler for religion. What's he going to do? He thinks. He looks. Corporation's going to have to come along and do something. Oh, no, the ethics button out the window. Bang, the cows have been flattened. That's good for religion. They may well get through. Yep, way you go, religion. They're off after corporation now. Not far to go now in the great race. Miss Public Opinion is inside corporation, just in front of government.
Oh, this has been a great race, Bill.
Oh, I'll tell you what, and a bit of dirty work in this last little bit too, by the looks of things.
Absolutely coming into the finish line.
Oh, she's a good look at that Miss Public Opinion. Corporation wants her, so does Oh, some nasty bumping. Miss Public Opinion, she's just...
Religion's on the outside, Bill. They're making a big play.
She's just metres away. Metres away. Corporation, government. Oh, no! It's a disaster! There's been an all-in crash here, and one little tyre rolls away. It's not corporation. It's not government. It's not... What's this?
It's race over, Bill. It's... Who's this?
It's Celebrity! It's come from
Celebrity's
nowhere.
going to take it out, Bill.
I'll tell you what, a very, very, very typical view of life in 2007 as Celebrity races away with Miss Public Opinion.